So there are two kinds of laws that makes for dominion in life. The first are sovereign laws, and the second are universal laws. Sovereign laws are specific laws that are for the people of God. These laws give them an advantage and an edge as they interact with the world system. Universal laws are for everybody. It has no regard to whether you are a believer or an unbeliever. Wherever you are, even if you are a Satanist, universal laws will work for you. Most times, when the people of the world see Christians practicing sovereign laws, they begin to fight it because they don't know the advantage that is locked inside it. The reason is because sovereign laws are not for everybody. Sovereign laws are for the sons of light in the kingdom. But universal laws are for everybody. So before we talk about dominion, we must first of all begin from what is our advantage. Have you been there on the internet before where they speak about tithing, and then you see businessmen who are godless telling people that is for fools, that the tithing is to make the pastor rich? The reason is because he is not privy to the sovereign laws of God. The sovereign laws are secrets for those who are in the kingdom. It's not for everybody. Even if you tell them, they can't understand, because it takes faith to understand sovereign laws. He said, we understand. He said, through faith, we understand that the words were framed by the word of God. So there is a kind of knowledge and understanding that is only for those that have faith. So those who don't have faith, they can't get it. No matter how you explain tithing to a hidden person, he can't understand it. Because the principle of the world is get all you can and can all you get. But the principle of the kingdom is the liberal soul shall be made fat. Him that watereth shall by himself be watered. So while one man is trying to gather, the other man is trying to scatter. So the man who is gathering is not rising, but the man who is scattering, every day he's giving, and the more he gives, he becomes bigger. But the people in the world will tell you it's foolishness. How are you giving everything? You are throwing all your money around. They are not wise. You are functioning by another law. Because when you obey sovereign laws, the jealousy of God is invested over you. So you begin to function beyond the system, because sovereignty is the power to live above the system. This is why he said, the Bible said, the fig tree might not blossom, neither will there be fruit in the vine. He said, the heads, the stalks shall be empty. He said, but yet I will say of my God, the Lord is my salvation. He said, the ditches may be empty and the cloud may be dry, yet they will be full of rain. He said, cast thy bread upon the waters, you will find it after many days. As thou knowest not how bones are formed in the womb of her that is with child, that is how you don't know the ways of the Spirit. So sovereign laws are not for reasoning, they are for faith. If we obey only universal laws, then we will be competing with the world. The reason we have an edge over the world is because in addition to universal laws, we have other laws that they cannot understand or keep. They are called the sovereign laws of God. And every believer must know it and commit his or her life to it. Because I tell you, a day will come where everything you know will fail. It is what you don't know that will work for you. So tomorrow I will talk to us about universal laws, but today I'm talking to believers. And if you are a believer, you understand. The first law that imparts dominion is the law of blessings. It doesn't matter who you are connected to or the family you come from. You must fight to receive the blessings of God. Because if you are in this kingdom, there is such a thing called the blessings of God. If you don't have it, a day will come when you will see the futility of trusting in flesh. And let me tell you something. Most of the people you think are just obeying universal laws, they also have an edge in darkness. They won't tell you. You see the businessman come and tell you, use your brain and be hardworking. That's what makes money. Don't go and let any pastor deceive you. When you trace that man closely, you will discover there is a herbalist that watches over his phone. He won't tell you that one. And the reason we know is because every time a man is empowered, the spirit that powers him will become, the character of that spirit will become the man's lifestyle. So when you see people who have money or who are empowered living lawlessly, you already know the spirit that inspired them. And there is no spirit working in a man's life without a priest servicing an altar. So somebody come, throws money around, party everywhere. His child is in a club by 1 a.m. And then you think what that person says, all there is a joke. What that person said is the wisdom the spirit gave him. And the spirit can tell him, go and sell pure water, he will prosper. Go and open nightclubs, he will prosper. It's not about the pure water and the nightclub. There is an investment of that spirit upon that business. If you think it's just about pure water and nightclubs, go and start your own. And then you will discover that there are over 4 million people in Port Harcourt alone competing with you. So the character of a man is a revelation of the spirit that powers him. So beyond what they tell us, we also look at their lives. The patterns and the sequences of activities that characterize their life tells us the spirit that powers them. So nobody functions only by universal laws. The chances are too limited. You must have an edge. And for a Christian, the edge that he has